Okay, so it's actually Monday, Halloween, 2 days after the party. But because of the crazy storm we had with the rain and the snow, I wasn't able to show anything during the day. And yesterday, quite frankly, I was really tired from staying up to 5:30 in the morning partying. Plus, it was also still snow. So anyway, I'm going to show you the maze during the day right now. So this is the first entrance coming in. I never had time to write anything like welcome or anything. It was actually in the front with a sign that said haunted house. Enter, telling the guests to come this way. As we come through here, got a little dude standing over here. Got some spider webs. Made this real big spider hanging over your head with some spiders on the web. We move a little forward. Of course, we got the lighting in here. So at night, you know, all this is really dark with some blue lights. Some spiders. Got this rat thing. I don't know if you can see right here. You touch it, it makes some noise. Really annoying. Hanging back. Just keep walking through. All this is pretty dark at night with this guy right here that I made. The candle lights up, but of course it's battery operated and the batteries are dead right now. This guy through right here. We open it up. It's black mannequin face. And we got the cemetery. These lights were lights right over here were supposed to light up, but since that day was raining, it was pretty dark. But it was actually a cool effect with the graveyard. In fact, as you can see, believe it or not, the batteries are still working for these skeletons over here. Here's that little guy popping out. Got a shovel in the grass. And another skull that's lighting up right now. So anyway, as the guests walk through, we got made a barn out of our garage. Out of our barbecue overhang. And guests, when they come up here, they really don't know where they're supposed to go. So it's a cool little feature here. Show them some tools. Got some blood on the axes. Scissors. We look close. We got a finger, severed finger. And what's cool about this part, it's all really dark, but then the way I angled the light through here, it shines through right on the word die at night. And I think I showed that to you guys at night. But again, the night footage, I don't know if you can really see. So guests really have to come through this door, and it shuts automatically, making some creepy noise too. We got a skeleton hanging over here on our fence. Got this headless guy with his head still hanging. This guy's pretty cool. And again, here's that light that serves as a function for the inside of the barn, but as well it also lights up this area. It's supposed to be some sort of type of slaughterhouse. As you can see, I made this out of foam. Just spray painted it with the knife. Got a skull, some fake severed foot, and these cheap little items you get at the dollar store. Some more body parts that I made out of the foam. And then here we have a guillotine, or however you pronounce it, with the severed head. Pretty cool feature. Again, these lights here, they actually did light up at night, I believe. Just gave it eerie little atmosphere. Got some hooks right here. And at night we would go through here. And now this take, what I tried to do was some type of like a jail cell scene. So here's a lady visiting, almost kind of like Silence of the Lambs in a way, because here where I was standing was Hannibal Lecter in a straitjacket. Got a little toilet and a bed, had the pillow there, but you know, with the rain and everything. I didn't have this umbrella, but because it was raining that day, I had to put it, so it doesn't look nice, but hey, you know, what could you do with that? All that rain and snow we had is really terrible. We have a light right here, shining in, making this area all blue. As you walk through here, this is kind of like the little crazy asylum area, I guess I want to say. I wrote some stuff in fluorescent, you know, red rum. Do you like clowns? Indication of what's to come around the corner. My light set up. And I pretty much wrote "this way to hell" with the arrow, this way to confuse the guests. It worked really well even without reading the arrows. People tend to normally go to the right all the way, so if we were walking right now and we turned. No one was really looking at this wall, and since it was black, they figured, hey, that's just part of the wall. So people would just keep walking this way to hell. Again, with the arrows pointing people where to go. Why so serious? Started running out of ideas what to write. Here's our black light that we had lit up. Again, more words everywhere. I'm so crazy. Are you scared? And then I wrote this way, and I had this cloth hanging right here, so people would have to turn. And boom, got a little freaky guy here. It worked really good at night. I had the fog going with the strobe lights. I mean, this was really dark. In fact, this works so well. People were banging on the walls. Where to go? Where should I go? Where do we go? Just to show you under here, basically where all the electrical is. I don't know if you could see. Oh, look, another light that's still on. Batteries were good. Fog machine going through the hole right there, as well as all our cabling pretty much for this whole backyard. Let me turn this off. So anyways, we walked through here, and sometimes what I did was I got out of that cage and I actually stood right over here. So as people were coming around getting scared, boom, I would pop out at them. It's a really cool feature. As we come through. Now I took it off, but this did have a cord wrapped around here like this. So this way the door would open and shut back down. And I put some Velcro to make sure it held in place. Just close that right. Open that up. So as we walk through here, have some chains, some separate feet. This was all pretty much dark, as you saw. Had this little light still on again. After 2 days, batteries are still good. And look, we still got a whole bunch of rainwater. Look at this. It's crazy. As we walk through, here's our little circus area. The tent. Clown guy. I really liked the way he came out. I mean, in the dark, this guy really looked like it was someone in a costume. He did have some balloons, but of course, they popped and deflated already. Another guy did at the last moment. Didn't really have too much time to really make him so lifelike. I did have another actor over here dressed up as a clown, so you know, people would figure out who's the real person. Came out really good. And then another guy. This was my backup guy in case it was just too rainy and too cold. I was gonna put him back in the prison area, and I would just be inside or somewhere else. But even though it was cold, I still managed to be out here. And then this area, not too much theming, only because of the party. People out here hanging out. Some beer bottles. Some cool dummies. And then let's bring you inside, and again, remember this is post-party, so everything's still a mess right now. We got some webbing up here. We got a spider hanging underneath. This actually was all filled with liquor. All gone by now, of course.